You take something like this, you can see it's flashing 187.5, that's 3/16, and it's getting ready, the battery's getting ready to go dead, but I got it set where I want it. And you can see here that it won't fit in the gaps, so I've laid a piece of tape up there about where I need it to be, and then right in here it drops into where it needs to be, so I know that gap is good. So what I've done, and you can do this multiple ways. You can take one of these little thin ones and run in here and run it up next to it and just grind it slowly. You need to get it big enough to where that'll fit in there without grabbing, because it'll start grabbing the rubber on the back side and jerking and everything. So while this is one way to do it, it's not the way I start out when the gaps are so small. It's just almost too hard to get in there like that. So what I've got is this one here, and you can see it's a little bit smaller than 187 thousandths. So right now it doesn't fit in that gap, so I know that I can come down here and start where it is right and start working my way up a little bit at a time and widening that gap out and checking and measuring and so on and so forth. So kind of give you an idea. Once you get this done, then you can come back in with this and start kind of working it up, getting it where you want it. All right, I'm gonna put all my, you can see for sparks, I've got a respirator or dust mask deal on, because you don't want to be breathing all this metal particles and crap. And then of course your hearing protection. So I'm going to be putting that on. It's going to get noisy and loud, so I'll just let the camera run. guys, that's real close. Let's see. I probably need to go ahead and get, like I said, get a file, a small file or something. I could go ahead and probably use this to go ahead and work some of that out, but there's still a couple of little areas where it's not just perfect, and so you can hand file that down, get you a small file. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I got a little tiny small file that'd probably fit in there perfect. But you can work those areas out. Like I said, if you get an area like right in here, hopefully right in here, let's see, it's just a little bit too big, and it stops right here. So this area here to here is pretty much still a little bit too big. All I got to do is take my welder, come back and just hit a bead, just kind of like what I did up here. You can see I hit a bead up here. I still got to finish filling this out here, but yeah, put your bead in there and then grind it back down, and that's basically what you're after. So, like I said, it's still a little tight. Just in certain places you can feel still just a little tight. Right here, it's still just a little tight. So I'll just got to keep on, you know, just finessing that out a little bit. Anyway, I still got to grind all this face down. That's not all ground down yet. You can see the edge here. I mean, it's still, if I were to run something across that, it's still kind of catch. So I need to go ahead and grind that down smooth and just finish it up. But that's basically how you do it, Matt. So hope that helped out some. Like I said, use your different tools here, and you know, when you get it close, grab you a file that'll fit in there and just hand file it down as good and nice as you want. It's going to make a sharp edge here. That was another thing I was going to say. And let me show you what I do with that. Hold on a second. Okay, what I do here with this is this is a 2-inch disc instead of a 3-inch. Like here, I've got the 3-inch. Okay, see the difference? And this will flap over. Okay, so I'll just come back in here and work that down with the soft edge only, and I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Because right through here you got a real sharp edge. Let me pull you back up here. All right, so right through here you still got a sharp edge. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit maybe. Hopefully this thing doesn't do something stupid again. That's so irritating. Okay, so then I'll take this one here with the soft, I call it soft, I mean it's wore down enough to where it flips over pretty easily. And then just kind of work it in there a little bit and roll that edge. You just keep working that until you get that to the right radius that you want it. I'm going to try to do this without shutting the camera off. Maybe I can just zoom in. I can't really see this. The camera batteries went dead, and so it wants to shut off on me, and when that happens it's not good. Focus. Focus. I don't know how well that's showing up, but I've rolled that edge over a little bit. Just barely. And I'll just keep working that edge. You could also probably take a small file and do the same thing. Just when you're doing it, you're rolling it, okay? You're rolling it the direction you want it. And there may be a different way or a better way to do that, but that way works for me, so that's pretty much what I've done with it. But yeah, just Now just doing the fine detail work to get that gap, you know, just the way it needs to be. Hey guys, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the fine detail work that I was talking about that goes into this. You take your little deal and kind of come in here and you see where it's tight. I've already worked this out pretty good, but it's a little tight through here. Just take your little file. I've got a bigger one than this, I couldn't find it, but take your little file. Just work that area out. Work that out till you get it smooth. That's not quite where I want it. A little bit tight right through there. A little bit tight up in here. Spend a little time doing this, but it's worth the effort to make it just right. It's a little tight through here. We'll work that out just a little bit more. You want to do this once you get it close, because otherwise you're going to be doing this for a long time. This is the finishing touches on it. Anyway, you guys get the idea. He wants to sit and watch me file metal for 20-30 minutes, so I'm gonna cut the camera right there and give you an idea how that works, what you're looking for. See you guys. Alright guys, there it is. Still got to do a little bit more, little spot right here. Other than that, doing pretty good. All right, guys, have a good one.